An intrepid reporter had asked many of the Democratic candidates for what their comfort food is. Here are some of the answers. Cory Booker's comfort food was Veggies. Boo. What are you talking about? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not. And you know what? Yeah, you're vegan, and you like all the great vegans, you make us aware of it. I live in Los Angeles, all right? There's plenty of vegan comfort food in this city. There's vegan macaroni and cheese. There's vegan meatloaf. They make anything vegan now. It is 2019. We can wield God's creation into unholy food items. Meat made of cashews, it's possible. Tulsi Gabbard said vegan cupcakes. I'm going to say acceptable. Better O'Rourke, any kind of fast food. Acceptable, good answer. I would have liked a more specificity, but you know what? With Beto, we're working our way up. Steve Bullock, who was denied a place in the debate, he said a good hamburger. I'll count it. Seth Moulton, a burger. Great answer. John Delaney, grilled chicken sandwich from McDonald's, no sauce, but, now, grilled not fried, but he said this, 2 of them. And you know what? I respect that. Because any true McDonald's connoisseur knows you get a meal and one little thing. Amy Klobuchar said a baked potato, which, as many noted online, you can throw at people. Michael Bennett said an Italian sausage sandwich at Pasquis in Pueblo, Colorado. I'll take it. Bill de Blasio, pulled pork. I'll take it. Andrew Yang, Kind Bars. Fuck you. Kind Bars are the Veggies of the bar community. John Hickenlooper said little bowls of M&Ms or mints. Like... So, way to go, Loop. You got the weirdest fucking answer. Little bowls. Like, what a window into another world. Like, how did you make this answer sound so fucking rich? Jay Inslee said it was M&Ms, but I taken an oath now to lay off the M&Ms to maintain belt security. Uncle Jay. Bernie Sanders said, last time out, we did a trip to the West Coast, and I gained 3 pounds in 4 days, so it's too much comfort food. You know what? It's not an answer, but it's charming. Marianne Williamson said, I have no comfort food. Fucking A+ answer. She's like, you fucking earthlings and your inability to manage your human emotions. Pete Buttigieg said beef jerky. Come on, Pete. Beef jerky is not comfort food. It's not. It's like the opposite of comfort food. It's what you're supposed to eat on a horse. Comfort food's what you have when you get back from the week of being on the horse eating beef jerky. It's the stew and the bowl at the ranch. to weave a tale about it. Tim Ryan said, I'm an ice cream guy. Kirsten Gillibrand said, a glass of whiskey at the end of the night. So... But this is what I mean. It's like, this is the Gillibrand candidate problem. Almost, but a little off. You're like, I get it. All right, you want a drink, fine, but that wasn't the question. Are you evading the question? Elizabeth Warren said chips and guacamole. It's crunchy. I don't think, it's not comfort food. Kamala Harris said French fries. Good answer. Fine. Get the job done. A little cautious, but we'll take it. Joe Biden just didn't respond. That's his strategy, and it's working. I would like to do the 2 worst answers. One was Julian Castro, who said, iced tea? The fuck? It's not a food. It's a beverage. And then Eric Swalwell said, it's really a comfort coffee. My favorite coffee is a mocha. You're not going to win the Midwest with that shit. Every time Love It or Leave It or Pod Save America goes to the Midwest, I gain 8 pounds. Not 3, not 5. I gain 8 fucking pounds. You cannot communicate with these people if your comfort food is a cafe latte.
What would your comfort food be?
Wow.
Let's judge you, sir.
I'm going to tell you a story about what it really means to have comfort food. And it's going to a pizza place in West Hollywood alone, ordering the pizza, eating the pizza, walking out of the pizza parlor, realizing it was next door to a Five Guys, walking into the Five Guys, getting a cheeseburger fully fucking loaded, eating that cheeseburger. All right? You don't come at me about comfort food. It has landed on cheese curds. Guys, these things are fantastic. And you need to get some confidence, get a meeting together, meet with some of the other Green Bay Packers owners, take a little bit of that money you were going to use to buy more paper stock, invest in some way to take Wisconsin milk, convert it into cheese curds, and sell it across the country. There is no reason that I have to come here to eat them. This is America. We get everything everywhere now. Every store is the same. Every city is the same. There is nothing special about any local place anymore. That's the bargain we made, all right? We all shop at the same online store. We go to the same 14 fucking restaurants. They all should be selling cheese curds. At some point, due to consolidation, economic dislocation, of a rot inside of the culture, we decided that literally 100% of our cities will be identical. I don't like it, but it's the world we live in. So here are the choices we now have. Cheese curds nowhere or cheese curds everywhere. And all I'm saying is, all right, there are some ways in which I have benefited from this new world. One of which is there's literally no restaurant left that does not serve spinach and artichoke dip. I don't know why that happened. I don't get it, but I love it. And I see no reason why in the phone book that is the Cheesecake Factory's menu, there isn't a beautiful little line that says Wisconsin cheese curds. Think of how proud you'll be. They make mozzarella sticks look like mozzarella dicks. They are so much better. It's a subtle difference, but it counts. So get your shit together. Take that stuff national. It's fantastic stuff. The Domino's hand-tossed pan pizza is the best of the fast food pizzas. I do believe that. And if you're looking for recommendations, salami, banana peppers, and spinach. Just going to throw it out there for people. Very specific. Very specific.
What about Taco Bell? You go to breakfast at Taco Bell.
The Taco Bell Double Decker Taco Supreme. The Taco Bell Double Decker Taco Supreme is one of the best. It's the best. One of the best values in the business. Let me tell you something about it.
Because here's the thing.
Here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. All right. The thing about a Taco Bell taco, first of all, fundamentally, there's a problem at Chipotle. There's a problem at Taco Bell, which is they put the cheese on after very late in the game, and it's like, get the cheese right on that fucking meat so that it melts. What are we doing here? What kind of corporation doesn't crack this code? But the problem with the Taco Bell Taco Supreme is it breaks as you're eating it. And so you actually need to lay something down beneath it to catch. You can basically, if you eat 3 Taco Supreme, when you're done, there's another Taco Supreme at the bottom before that you could just eat. But with the Double Decker Taco Supreme, it is wrapped in a soft flour tortilla and beans that keep it so contained. It is such an unmessy food. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a video circulating of a lovely woman at some sort of a sporting event. I believe she was surrounded by children, and she was eating chicken fingers, and she used her own Diet Coke as a dipping sauce and eat them. You know what? There was a guy named Steve Jobs. And he looked at the world and he said, think different. And then this woman came along. She is the Steve Jobs of dipping chicken into artificially sweetened beverages. I think it is innovative. I think it is basically sugar-free honey. It's a great idea. And also, to put this in larger context, in general, I think we're all a bit too persnickety about mixing foods. There's a lot of people who are like, these two foods don't go well together. I actually, to be honest, have very rarely come across two foods that don't go well together. I think it's all bullshit. I think that when you eat a bite of a sandwich and take a bite of dessert, it's good. It's always good. You never like start vomiting if you accidentally combine two different parts of your plate incorrectly. It's like, oh, I don't know what we're talking about now. When everyone's like, oh, this pairs well with a red wine or a white wine, like, what are you fucking talking about? I don't get it. I don't get pairing. I don't get thinking it's gross to dip your food in soda. I think everything goes well together. And I think this woman should be applauded for her innovation. What? Why is ketchup? Ketchup makes sense, but Diet Coke doesn't make sense. Oh, you dip your food into what Big Food tells you to dip it into. You see these studies? The oats are filled with pesticides. You can't trust any of it. One last point about this. I have come to realize that I have Diet Coke with virtually every bit of food I consume all day. Diet Coke is incredibly sweet. It is incredibly sweet food. And so really what I am doing is convert, and I eat something and then I take a sip of soda. I eat something, I take a sip of soda. So what am I doing? I'm dipping every single thing I eat all day, every day in Diet Coke. Diet Coke basically turns every food into dessert. I have been eating dessert for every bite of every food I have eaten for basically the last 25 years of my life, ever since Fran Lovett switched the Lovett household from regular Coca-Cola to Diet Coca-Cola in 1994, and we all lost 10 pounds.